Oh, shoot. Is it Monday? Already. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Thank you for joining me on LOCa and the Midday Show. Monday already. Midday, Mayday. And we definitely gonna get into it. Right? Do me a favor. Thumbs up this video for the one time if you don't mind. We in here.
Ahora, silly smoke bag. I did it again. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. God is an order. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. God is an order. La 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 loca. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, people try to pull you in this crazy game. Now look, I'm bringing out all the facts and the flame, supporting coming out from each and every way. The lead is in the bidding, I play no games. Now look, I got your back, so watch out for the flames. It's hammer times on this crazy game. Now look, I give you order, even on a sunny day. The lead is in the house, there's some reason why we stay. To support and rock with the craziness away. There's nothing you can do, so blame it on the game. And if it's hard for you, just please step away. There's nothing you can do, we are looking all the way. The unreal on YouTube plays crazy every day. Loca is the God is putting order in the flame. And all the leaders say la 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 loca. La 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 loca. God is an order. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. La 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 loca. God is an order. La 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 loca. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, la 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 loca, la 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 loca. God is an order, la 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 loca.
Midday, Mayday, beer. And we in here. Happy Monday to everybody. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but it's a beautiful midday. Shout out to all my ladies up in the room for the one time. Special shout out to Lizzie Pooh, my Noongie, all of my mods. Yep. All the channel holders. L Henny up in the building, chatting up in the building. Yes, what's up, Miss Jackie? Shout out to Renee and stuff. Upper echelon up in this piece. We got The Rock that's just living. My rock that's just living. A beautiful soul. Period. Point blank. Yep. And so, listen, we went through a lot this weekend. And so I know how some people feel about Mondays. They're kind of dreary and draggy to some folk. But listen, every day should count. Life is what you make it. Shout out to Miss Dolores and Lily up in that piece. Long time no see. Yep. Happy Monday, Sandy. Yes. Hey, girl. Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Brown Eyes up in that piece. Listen, I'm just grateful and happy to be here. Okay. Shout out to Winter. Yep. I'm just showing a little love for the one time. Because when you really sit back and think about it, some people woke up and couldn't see. Some people tried to listen and couldn't hear. Some folk were trying to walk and fell down. They tried to walk, they crawled. Some people tried to stand up and fell down. Period, point blank. And so we shouldn't take anything, no asset. You can't take nothing for granted. Not your mobility, not your seeing, not your hearing, not even your nothing. None of it. None of it. You just never know. And so I'm not the only one that I'm sure that can bear witness that life is short. Anything could happen. And according to what life means to you, you will accept it for what you make it, not for what it is, for what you make it. And as a matter of fact, I want to go ahead and remind people that life is not just what it is. It's about what the heck you make it. Shout out to Ashana. Hey, baby. You know, as a culture, we love to say, it is what it is. Yeah, in a way, but really it is what you make it. You heard the saying of when they give you lemons, you make lemonade. You can get more bees with honey than you can vinegar. And so we always talk about how we set the mood from the moment we wake up. The moment your eyeballs open up, it's just like being reborn again. As a matter of fact, without going too deep, it is being reborn again. And every time when you're in a deep sleep, you are passed away. But with the good graces of the righteous gods, they gave you another chance. When those eyeballs open and that heart starts to pumping and those kidneys function, and you can think and use your mind and use your tongue to speak, you have been reborn again each and every morning. And if you don't sleep at night, like I used to not, and you sleep during the day because you work at night, bitch, whenever you go into that deep sleep, please know that you have passed. You have passed on from this realm to the next. That deep thing that you call sleep is a traveling mechanism to take you to another realm, the realm of divinity, the realm of dream, the realm of the subconscious. And so every day that we wake up, we are reborn. Now, a lot of people that are deeply religious, they don't like to look at it like that. That's too bad. But I told you guys in this year, we would be heightening it up a little bit. It's time to show up and show out, so to speak. Not only should we all grow up a little bit more, and when I say grow up, I mean stand as tall as a damn giant, if you can. And you know me, I'm a shorty, so to speak. I'm a little girl, a little lady. Never a girl, but a little lady, right? But I got the heart of a giant, the willpower of a giant. We all should pray to have that. It doesn't matter about your physical height. It's about that strength of the spirit. What's that willpower looking like? What's that heart looking like? Are you grateful for being reborn again each and every day? And so right now, I want to introduce you guys to our little zodiac section of the midday show. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. It's a beautiful midday, and we ain't gonna have it no other way. Now, I'm not sure about where y'all from, but around here to the Louisville, bitch, it's snowing. It's cold, it's dreary, ain't no sun out. And so what's my job? What's my job? For all of the people in the building, for the newcomers that don't know what it really do around here, what's the job of us when the sun ain't out? And so we ain't gonna worry about it. We've already established that all Negroes, all Negies need to be in between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn, where the sun is always shining. Because when the sun ain't out, you're depressed, right? You're not as jiggy with it as you would normally be. And so you got to be the sun when the sun ain't out. And that's what we're doing. Now, I know a lot of the ladies are from different regions around here. And so it may be, somebody said North Carolina. Is it snowing down there, love bug? Lily said, yes, it's snowing in the NC. Okay. Yeah, it's snowing. And believe it or not, they have given out warnings of a tsunami on the West Coast. So all my West Coasters, listen, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Protect yourself. Don't be scared. Be prepared. We all know about the pandemic. People are dropping dead like flies, left and right. You know, I've told you guys many times that even if this stuff has affected you and you made it, it still could be affecting you without you knowing. Okay, you know, like a slow type of a thing going on. Something that's going on that you don't really know about, that can't be detected. But we all know that anytime something foreign enters our body, then the body is going to be affected. That's your organs, your major organs. So even if you did beat the CV, you were affected by it. And so it caused some wear and tear on your heart, on your lungs, on your kidneys. Okay. And so that's one way that we're being wiped out, right? The other way is all of the disasters that have been declared as natural, but we all know about HARP, HARP. Not only do they control things through this media to have control of your mind, but they also can control the weather. And so it is snowing in some cities and states, but they have given out a warning for a tsunami on the west damn coast. How many West Coasters we got in the building? I'm just asking. I'd like to know. Y'all give me 1 second, y'all. Thumbs me up. We in here. So they said tsunami on the West Coast, right? And so, as I mentioned, just be sure to protect yourself, not only physically, but spiritually. The one thing that we are all promised is a time of expiration, a time of transcending, a time of death. That's the one promise. You're not promised life, but you are promised death. And we know that if we don't take care of our traumas, our debilitations, that the generational curses will go on to our descendants. So if I have some endeavors, if I have some trial that I did not tackle and resolve before my time of expiration, then my sins, my debilitations will pass on to my children, and it will become a generational curse. So in a time like this, especially in a time of full moon, don't forget, okay? You guys have been around me almost a year. We're going to talk about that, okay? Anytime you see stuff getting real crazy, like what we've just seen, always ask yourself, what is that moon looking like? We know that the moon controls all of your emotion, the water in your body. And so in front of you, you have the calendar of the moon. And according to the full moon calendar of 2022, January the 18th was another full moon cycle. You know, the full moon cycle goes through phases. And so when things start to get extra chaotic, extremely strange and suspicious, downright outlandish, then go ahead and give that credit to the moon. The one thing about the goddess moon, she is not a game. People underestimate the moon. If you look at this picture in front of you, you see the moon. The moon at first sight in itself is mysterious. How can something be so full of light, but actually dark, but shine like silver? It's beautiful. The moon is beautiful and still mysterious. And so people underestimate the moon. But if you look at this picture, you will see the shadow in front of the moon. That is a reputation of what the moon's job is. The moon's job is to bring out all secrets, to pull out whatever needs to be pulled. And there's really nothing you can do as a human being to stop it. You just got to go with the flow and adhere to spirit. The moon is a very powerful spirit. Okay. And so in this time of still Capricorn season, we are still in Cap season, right? We just entered another full moon phase, right? Now, for those that are just entering, shout out to all the ladies in the room. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. Y'all might not know about them, but they around here, okay? On this portion of LOCa and the Midday Show, we break this video up into sections, and we do something called Who Are You, right? Astrology magic, okay? And we talk about the energy that the planets are giving, okay? And right now, during this full moon phase, okay, even on this internet, you've seen a lot of things play out that will drop your jaw. Some secrets have been revealed, okay? Relationships have been broken. Right now, yesterday, we came out and did a semi-spiritual Sunday, and I kind of explained how spirit works, right? I want to go ahead and further incorporate this midday show with the information that we put out yesterday about when God, aka one of the spirits, which is the planets that are used, is trying to tell you something, okay? There ain't nothing you can do about it. You're either going to roll with it or you're going to get rolled over, okay? But I want to further go ahead and demonstrate that in this full moon phase, it was absolutely inevitable for what we've seen happen on this internet to happen. Chaos. Havoc. Mayday. Right. And so you've got another full moon phase on February the 16th, which is right after Valentine's Day. When I tell you a whole lot of hearts is going to be broken, a whole lot of relationships are going to sever. You ain't just got to be in a girlfriend or a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship for relationships to be broken. I'm talking about family ships, friendships, and all that other shit as well. Okay? This is why the moon is so powerful. It's going to make things happen, even if you don't want it to. And so don't forget to give homage to spirit. That spirit that is given by the energy of the moon, which does control the emotion in you. And so you heard of that saying, fake it to make it. Well, bitch, you can only fake it for so long, right? And right now, and a lot of cancers, I want you guys to really tap in, because if you are a Cancer, you kind of get a double whammy, okay? Because your leading planet is the moon. So you already have an emotional thing going on, an emotional, you are led by emotion. A lot of you Cancers don't like to admit that, but most Cancers are very sensitive, ultra sensitive, okay? And moody. 1 minute, they are happy and loving, and in the next minute, they might be down in their feelings and feeling rejected, okay? But a Cancer is led by the moon. And so that doesn't mean that they're the only one that this moon energy affects. No, it's just, the moon is the face of the waters, okay? And so that means that if you need water to live, it is affecting you, okay? And so what we need to understand is that it ain't over. There's going to be some more stuff that comes out. This is the time. The energy that is giving right now with the retrograde. Was it a retrograde that just happened? Somebody help me in the chat. I think I'm right. I think there's a retrograde. I definitely know it's a full moon phase. Okay. But what I will say is that anything that's about to happen, spirit is going to make it happen. Okay. And so you're either going to respect and pay homage to spirit, or you will pay the consequences. This is where exposure comes in. Okay. This is where shame plays a role. This is where embarrassment comes to play, because you didn't respect. Thank you, the one who knows. Okay, that's what I thought. Anytime a retrograde is in the play, you can expect some straightening to come on round. You understand me? You can expect some straightening to come. I don't give a damn if you into astrology or not. You ain't got to be into astrology, bitch. Astrology is into you. You understand me? And so I'm just here to make it make sense for you. Okay, for you Christians, for you Baptists, for you Muslims, and even you non-denominators, however it is, understand the spirit. The spirit was first, and it will be last. Okay, so understand that this is a time during full moon, during retrograde, okay, where truths will be told. And I mean, it's going to be heightened. What we witnessed this weekend is not it. More is to come. Relationships will sever. It is retrograde. You're going to see people break up to maybe never make up. Or they might break up to make up. It just depends on how weak or strong they are. Me, I ain't never going through the same thing twice. You understand me? Never. Nope, ain't doing it. When you know better, you do better. And what's the old saying, y'all? You do me once, shame on you. Do me twice, big shame on me. And ain't no way I'm going to run around shameful, okay? Our job as individuals is protect our peace and our privacy and our spirit, okay? And so ain't no doing me twice, bitch. You might get me once because I'm human. I'm learning. Even when I'm 100, if I live to be 100, I'm still going to be learning. That's a wise individual. Only a fool thinks that they know everything and have gotten it all, have all the answers. You are an idiot. Every day you should be learning and growing. And so my job is to come in and introduce to the people that are not really familiar about what's really going on and why it's going on. A lot of people like to say, oh, we in the last days. Yes, we are. But what are you doing about it? What can you specify about this day that's different from 10 years ago? What have you noticed that's different? It's a whole lot. What's up, fine, baby? It's a whole lot that's different. This shit is unfolding right in front of our face. Why is that? Are aliens going to come down and take over? Bitch, they might. And so you better be spiritually prepared. How do you spiritually prepare yourself? Edify yourself, educate yourself. The answers are out here, and I'm not the only answer. There's a whole lot of education out here on how to spiritually protect yourself. A lot of people like to say the word prayer. I use the word meditation. It is all the same. This time, in the end of Capricorn, your spirit won't change. Your spirit is this is everybody. It's going to absolutely demand change. This, I told you last week, this is around the time where you're going to want to get the job done, right? Get the old out and come on in with the new, right? That extra oomph is in the air right now, even if it means hurting a few feelings and breaking a few hearts. So embrace the time, this end season of Capricorn. Aquarius season is almost near. Now, speaking of Aquarius season almost being near, we started this here thing, bitch. I'm so excited. We started this here thing on January the 27th. So you sucker, bucker, ducker, bitch ass, duck, buck, butter, booty bucks that said, oh, LOCa been out here for years. Bitch, I came out here January the 27th. That was the first video I ever pre-recorded. That's the first time I ever spoke on the Be-Love Dub sector. That is around the time when I initiated the Be-Love Dub sector. And it is right around the corner. On January the 27th, we will have, with the graces of the good gods, our 1 year anniversary, y'all. It's going to be lit. That's all I know. So put it down on your calendar, okay? 1 year anniversary for all my haters, bitch, okay? They ain't think we would get this far, but we here, and we ain't going nowhere, right? Anyway, as we move on, okay, that pretty much sums up what the energy is given. Pay respect to the full moon phase. It is the reason why all of this, somebody said mayhem in the chat. Thank you for that reminder. That's why you see all this chaos, all this mayhem, relationships being broken. You know, you're seeing a lot of shit go on, and you can absolutely blame that on astrology. Nothing you can do about it. Live in your truth, respect the spirit, and go ahead and do what you know you're supposed to do. Okay. Now, thumbs this motherfucking video up for the one time. Midday May Day. Happy Monday to everybody. We in here. We about to get into some of this celebrity heat. Say it ain't so. Now, it's been a minute since we touched on the celebrities, okay? Because a lot of times, I have to be honest, like, I'm just not really that into everything that they have going on because, you know, we both know that they can be full of shit, okay? But every now and then, it's good to take a look at what's going on with these celebrities and look at some of these Black blogs so that you can kind of keep up with the keep up. Now, if you're anything like me, you know, you don't watch the news every day. Now, some of you may, okay? I don't, right? And I know there are others like me because it seems like the news has gotten a little biased here lately. All you hear is negative stuff. It's always something sad. It's always something bad. But there does come a time where you got to pay attention a little bit because things can be happening right in front of your face. Okay. So what I want to do is catch up from some days ago. Okay. Some days ago, with some information that I find a little strange and suspicious, right? Now, we all have talked about Carlson Tucker. He is a reporter on Fox News. I don't know how many of you all watch Fox News, okay? But y'all know they can be a whole lot of racist and full of shit. You only got a few reporters that seem like they're, you know, not on that racist fence, right? Now, Tucker Carlson comes out and does a live and says, Michael Jackson was spotted on live television over the weekend, right? The Neighborhood Talk says, Fox News, why y'all play with Nancy Pelosi like that? Now, when you look at this, of course, this particular title is going to get a lot of numbers because they done mentioned the name of Michael Jackson. And who plays about Mike? Mike is a living legend. He probably was the one in his last life. I mean, if you can find, don't forget about that statue that was found in Egypt that looked just like Michael Jackson. And so don't you ever think that reincarnation isn't real. Life after death, karmic payback, you know, coming back and living and recognizing that you were in a past life. Okay. Now, the Michael Jackson that we see in front of us is not the Michael Jackson that we fell in love with, but it's the Michael Jackson that they made us know. This is how they created him. This is the image that they gave him. And being that this very same image was found on one of the Egyptian statues, it makes you wonder what really went on with the legacy of Michael Jackson. How did they, how did things really play out? Of course, we speculate what we speculate, right? But we expect for when one of our legends pass away, that they get respect, just like any politic or mandated, celebrity or prince, king, queen, whatever that is, right? So why would somebody like Tucker Carlson come out and title a video, Michael Jackson was spotted on live television over the weekend? I think we should take a look.
Jackson was on Face the Nation. That's because this wasn't video of Michael Jackson performing his hit songs in the 1990s. This appeared to be a living version of the international pop star that news reports claimed died of a drug OD more than a dozen years ago. And yet, despite those claims, there he was, fully, undeniably Michael Jackson talking on television. How can that be? Honestly, we have no idea. We're not theologians here. This is merely a news program. We can only show you what we saw. Here it is.
There's nothing more important for us to do than protect our Constitution and our democracy. What the Republicans are doing across the country is
It'll
really
clear up in a minute. Thank you.
legislative continuation of what they did on January 6th, which is to undermine our democracy.
See? Michael Jackson. That was him. No Billie Jean. Apparently he's given up singing. Now he's telling lies about politics. Same man. If you've ever seen Michael Jackson, you cannot forget the face. So admittedly, he's had a lot of work done since we saw him last. Michael Jackson.
So if you look, they took the picture of Michael Jackson and compared it with Nancy Pelosi and were insinuating that Michael looks just like Nancy Pelosi. Now, how disrespectful is that? Now, let somebody have done the late George Bush like that and see if they don't mysteriously end up whacked off, right? Why would they play with Mike like that? You know, it is the disrespect for me. And not only did they use his image to disrespect Nancy Pelosi, but disrespect him as the dead, but he also slandered his name in the midst of it. Went on to say that he died from a drug overdose when that has not been proven, right? I believe Dick Gregory told you the real story, which is why he's dead now. We all know what it is, okay? So shame on Tucker Carlson for his shenanigans. He is full of shit. Thumbs me up for the one time we are calling dung on the play, okay? When it pertains to Tucker Carlson, right? He is one of the Fox demons, dung on the play. We the people are saying that you need to respect Michael and his legacy, bitch, because we know you was a fan. Okay? We know he was. We know he was a fan of Michael Jackson, and we don't give a damn what he say it ain't so. That disrespecting Mike, and we don't like that. You understand me? Now, as we move on to neighborhood talk, there has been more talk about Michael Jackson involving Janet Jackson, okay? I'm not sure. I mean, it ain't Mike's birthday or nothing, so I don't know why they on Mike so much, okay? It is okay to keep his legacy alive, but if you're not talking about him in a positive light, then you're just disrespecting the legacy, in my opinion. Janet Jackson says her career took a hit when she stood by Michael Jackson during his sexual abuse trial. I was the little sister that had his back no matter what, says Janet. Now I'm gonna take a drink. Big red bitch, get you some. Now, if you look at this picture in front of you, you see the late, great Michael Jackson in a younger age before he had turned white. And we saying white today, okay? And you also see Janet Jackson, who was an absolute doll baby in those days. As a matter of fact, before all of the surgeries, before the alleged Pepsi burn, right? Michael Jackson was handsome, cute as a button. Flame it up if you agree. Ham in the chat if you don't. Matter of fact, him and Janet looked almost like twins when they could have passed for twins when they were younger. Good looking Negroes. You understand me? But of course, we know that the so-called people that's in control of the industry, they ain't having that, right? So Janet says that when Mike went through his alleged sexual abuse trial, we all know how that goes. We know in this day that they do that to all the celebrities. T.I. and Tiny, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. I mean, we can go on and on and on and on and on. And so Janet says around that time is when she had her brothers back the most. It's no secret that while Michael Jackson has been deemed the king of pop, there is a dark cloud that hovers his legacy, allegedly, Allegations of sexual assault on a minor not only affected his career, but it appears it may have caused Janet and the rest of his siblings to catch the heat as well. During a documentary for A&E, Janet reflected on the backlash she received for supporting her brother during that time. There's a great deal of scrutiny that comes with having the last name, she says. While Michael was found not guilty of 10 charges related to the sexual assault, the damage to him and his family had already been done. Guilty by association. I guess that's what they call it, right? Said Janet. They build you up, and once you get there so quick, they tear you down. Janet says a lot of the hate stemmed from her supporting him in court. I played the role that I've always played in his life. His little sister that was there by his side, that had his back, no matter what. Now, I first want to say that Janet should be very careful about what she says, or we might find her slumped over on the couch just like we did Michael Jackson. We all know that you can't talk too much. You can't expose the industry once you have signed the dotted line to the oath of the brotherhood, right? And so we don't believe that MJ overdosed. No. Just like we don't believe that Prince overdosed. I mean, every celebrity can't be a damn dope fiend, right? But what we do know that is that the same story with every celebrity. Anytime you talk too much, you might just end up with a picture, your t-shirt with your picture on it, okay? And so somebody in the chat said Elizabeth Taylor. Now, I was a little girl when that played out, but how many of you all remember when there was some type of hoopla about Michael Jackson being in love with Elizabeth Taylor? Now, we know that he had some type of a crush or rendezvous with Diana Ross, but I'm calling Doug on the play when it comes to Elizabeth Taylor. Yes, he said that he admired her, but as far as wanting her in a sexual way, I'm not sure. We all know how the industry will place you or force you with other celebrities just to make them look better. Don't forget, Elizabeth Taylor did play in the star role of Cleopatra. That's how I remember her in my childhood years. And one thing about LOCa, I wasn't going. There ain't no way I was going for that kind of a Cleopatra that they tried to put in our face. No, ma'am. I wasn't going for it, okay? And so we are once again calling Dung on the play. The neighborhood talk was asking, is Janet wrong for uplifting her brother during his time of need when he was going through his trial for sexual abuse? And we are saying, hell no. Is you crazy? No, you wasn't wrong, girl. You better take up for your brother, okay? You all you got. You understand me? And so we expecting you to take up for your brother, okay? And we wish that all of you all would have stood side by side to be an example of how we need to uplift each other instead of turn each other down, period. Celebrity heat, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. As we move on to the neighborhood talk, and y'all know we usually deal with the shade room, but we're going to give the neighborhood talk a little light tonight, okay? Ray J here. Put a flame in the chat if you are a fan of Ray J or like his music or his acting. I want you to put a hammer in the chat if you don't. Now, this article says that, do y'all agree? Ray J says men should wear black drawers instead of white ones so people won't see the dung doodle streaks in their drawers. How about you just wipe your ass, bitch? Now, it looks like Ray J's a little bored around there to the celebrity section. The hell is you talking about, Ray J? The only way a man is going to speak publicly about skid marks in the drawers is if he's got a problem with it himself. So he's saying that you should wear black drawers instead of white ones so that people can't notice the dung stains in your drawers. What? He didn't give the advice for people to just start wiping and washing their ass a little bit better, bitch. I mean, if you ask me, that's the only solution, bitch. Wash your ass and keep people out of it. The ass should be exit only, okay? And get you an extra bar dial, bitch, and jam that motherfucker up in there or something. Black draws ain't gonna help a stinking ass. You understand me? But this nigga said get some black draws. Don't wash your ass. Don't clean your ass. Don't make your ass exit only. Go ahead, get you some black draws and cover it all up. Unfucking real. Locaville is calling dung on the play. Okay, we are suspecting something strange and suspicious going on with old Ray J. Yuck. Take a listen.
Clothes definitely can see the doodle streaks coming out. It's real. It's real. White drawers. You want to be washing your own white drawers. You don't want nobody in there in the washing machine with you, especially if you just had a day where you was moving around, trying to run around, get shit done. You took a shit, you moved around. No.
Right.
So out of respect, if somebody is washing your white drawers, don't ever have an attitude with them. Don't ever get funky with them because all they gotta do is
ass.
And go down here and put people down. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk too much about it. It's just a lesson to avoid that. And fellas, to keep your sexy and your cool with it, walking around the house with your shirt off, being fly. Black draws, man. Black draws.
Well, one thing about it, bitch, he ain't got to worry about the ladies flocking all over him no more. I mean, we've got enough problems as women around here, and the last thing we need is a nigga trying to justify dung all in the draws. Doodle on the play, bitch. Go wash your ass, Ray J. Unfucking real. Disgusting. You understand me? Celebrity heat. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. So apparently, niggas don't want to wash their ass. Okay, we get it. Now, I'd like to move on. I want to give a special shout out to Mary J. It looks like she just had a birthday. It's Capricorn season, y'all. Mary J is really out here aging backwards. Happy birthday, queen. Now, that was 6 days ago. You can see her laid out posing in her dress, okay, and looking good. She is aging very well. Flame it up if you agree, hammer if you don't. Right now, she is giving sophisticated diva with the brim and the fur for the one time. Come on in, Mary. Come on in, okay? She's giving you Mary from the Bronx right here, bitch. Braids and all, okay? And so y'all know if you don't like Mary, something's the matter with you, okay? So I definitely thought it was important to give her a happy birthday for the one time. I mean, she's still alive and well, and that's a blessing within itself, especially since we have seen all of these celebrities mysteriously drop dead out of the blue. Now, if you follow LOCa and the Midday Show, then you were around when we touched on the story about Ari losing her Fenty brand, her Fenty ambassador brand sponsorship. She no longer is a model for Fenty X Savage. The people wanted to blame Rihanna for personally firing her, but any main corporation would have let Ari go for the allegations she made about domestic violence. Now, for those of you that don't know what those domestic violence statements was, Ari did an interview, a Love Seat interview and spoke about her relationship with one of the top 3 rappers in the world in this moment, which is Moneybagg Yo, and said that they have a love-hate relationship, and she likes when he manhandles her. And if a man really loves you, then they should pull a gun out on you and pistol whip your ass. Now, I ain't said it. She said that, okay? And a lot of people didn't like it, okay? Now, little baby's mother, Aisha, stopped by and says, y'all should look at Ari's heart concerning the joke. So there are people, other celebrities and celebrity girlfriends that are kind of stepping up to the plate for Ari and trying to have her back and justify the reason why she would use something like a gun or a weapon pertaining to domestic violence in a funny, humorous light. There's nothing funny about being verbally abused, physically abused, or emotionally abused. Ain't nothing funny about that. And so I don't understand why these helpers are trying to uplift her, because I can promise you, by observation, if the shoe was on the other foot, Ari would be somewhere twerking, smoking a Black and Mild, and doing TikTok with Tay the hairdresser. Ari wouldn't have nobody's back, okay? Not to say that she shouldn't have a squad, but I'm saying that niggas need to mind their business. Niggas and Negroes, okay? So she lost that brand sponsorship, which is a big old bag, by the way. We had already discussed that, okay? So then it looks like the Queens, is it called the Queens? What's the name of that show, y'all? It's got Lisa Ray, Claudia Jordan, Vivian Fox, and one other lady. I can't think of the name, but it is a talk show, kind of an urban talk show from some of the so-called has-beens in the industry. Much respect. I'm just telling it like it T.I. is, right? Well, you know, Lisa Ray, who is a Libra like me, by the way, she ain't nothing to play with, okay? She can get quite shysty on the show, as well as Vivica Fox, okay? And of course, Claudia is a bit shady as well. Queen of Soul. Thank you, Marva. Well, the neighborhood talk says, Lisa Ray says Ari Fletcher is immature and deserved to be dropped from Rihanna's Savage X Fenty brand. That's the difference between a social media influence and a real motherfucking celebrity. Come on in, Libra Lisa Ray. Tell it like it T.I. is. Right. Flame it up if you agree. Hammer in the chat if you don't. And so Lisa Ray said, and I'm not getting ready to sugarcoat nothing. This child is immature. She thinks she's invincible, and she should have lost that brand. Okay, you don't play with domestic violence, right? And you're not a real celebrity. Now, where did y'all hear that at first? Did I not say this last week? I said Ari is only famous for being a social media influencer. So a Savage X Fenty sponsorship or brand ambassador deal is a big bag for her. She's not a singer, an actor, a dancer. She don't do nothing but take pictures and talk shit. Okay. And so Lisa Ray says she's here for the justification of all of the domestic violence victims. Okay. And so, yeah, that had happened. Now, you can now find Ari attending domestic violence conferences. Y'all know how it is with these celebrities. Once they mess up, their management, you know, encourages them to come on out and apologize and to try to clean it up by donating and mentoring and giving lectures as to why you're sorry and why it's important to take certain situations seriously after you have apologized and retracted the statement that got you all up and in the hot water. Okay. And so right now, Ari, let me give you all the exact verbiage of what Ari is doing because she lost her brand. Okay. Ari Fletcher is now giving back to domestic violence women after losing Savage X Fenty partnership on YouTube.
Okay, you guys. So yesterday I made a video about Ari humbling herself behind the comments that she made regarding victims. Now she went on a rant on her IG live and she said some very insensitive things. Now because of this, she lost her deal with Fenty Savage, you guys. And now Ari is really trying to do a 180 regarding this situation. Now, I believe a lot of this is damage control because, you know, when you hit someone in their pockets, they're going to listen. Yeah. And I really believe that this is Ari's I'm sorry. But go ahead and take a look. She did an interview the other day and look at what she's getting ready to do.
I heard you're getting some nonprofits. I am, yeah. I team with Fashion Nova. Doing some. I'm doing give back for like some women's shelters and also.
That's super dope. I love that. Taking care of the ladies. We definitely can use all the support. We got to be united right now.
Yes, we do.
I love that. So, as far as the nonprofit, has this been something you always wanted to do, or like?
Yeah, last year we really just started really getting into it. I was supposed to do one for Christmas, but I got COVID, so I couldn't do it.
Yo, everybody caught COVID at Christmas.
Yeah. So I was supposed to do it for that, so we had to cancel it because.
Yeah, you gonna do it like back home, or is it gonna be like in different cities?
Well, I was doing it in Atlanta, but I definitely want to do something for Chicago. I need to do something for Chicago. I feel like, you know, that's my home. That's where I'm from. So I'm definitely, absolutely 100% going to do something in Chicago.
Okay, fly. So I heard you're getting.
Yes, you guys heard exactly right. Now, like I said, I believe Ari is trying to do damage control. And I do believe it's other things that's going on behind the scenes that has really taken a toll on Ari, because we know how stubborn she is. And we know how much it takes to get her to the place that she is now. But I really.
Now, shout out to B with the team. Okay, she gave you an exclusive update on what Ari is doing, and I do agree with B. B says that she feels like Ari is doing damage control, and bitch, I agree. Okay, you said that you were supposed to be doing some type of domestic violence function in Chicago in December. What had happened? You was too busy running around twerking and fronting. Okay, and so you know how this goes. Like B with the T said, you hit them pockets and you will make a bitch sing like a bird. Okay, so it looks like some straightening is going on around there to the Instagram model section. Okay, I bet Ari will think twice before she makes a negative statement about people that have suffered through domestic violence and any other struggle. So, it's just that simple. When you put your name and face in the spotlight, you can't go around saying anything. And we are still over here in Locaville questioning why anybody would want to be famous. I'm just asking. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Thumbs me up for the one time. Celebrity Heat. Say it ain't so. We in here. Now we're gonna move on. I wanted to touch on one more thing over here on the neighborhood talk. Shout out to all of the people who weren't using the shade room and neighborhood talk and claim that they don't like us over here, but seem to be looking just like us and doing exactly what we do. Ain't that a bitch? We over here calling dung on the play. Jealousy is a deadly disease, bitch. Okay, you either are or you ain't. Do you not like us, or are you trying to be just like us, or which one is it? We know that man, chick, or child will come over here and fan a little bit, hate a little bit, steal a little bit, and learn a little bit. And so, in other words, bitch, you welcome. Woo! I tell you, these people here, I just wanted to have a quick little laugh and show you where technology has taken us in this day. Okay, take a quick little look. They have something out called the Tiny Celebrities, and they have taken the face of Mike Tyson and put it on a little person's body and made him do the twerk on barefoot on the cobblestone. Somebody help me please understand why. Poor Mike. Now, one thing I know, they wouldn't say it to his face. This is how they disrespect your melanated people's, hard work. All of the people Mike has knocked out, all of the championships he has won, all of the championships he has won, all of the hard work that he has done. And this is how they repay him. You tell me that the industry is not a jerk and a pull. They are definitely not for you. We don't know why anybody would want to be famous around here. Look at this shit. This is what they do. When you're not making them any money anymore, this is what they do to you. So we done seen them disrespect Michael Jackson and Mike Tyson. They really hard on the mics in this January season. We done seen them disrespect both mics in less than 3 days, back to back. Okay. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys, because one thing that I know is that they damn sure wouldn't say it to his face, but this is how they play in our face when it comes to the people that you once looked up to in your younger years. Now, can we get into it for the one time? I really want to get into it for the one time. Thank you for joining me right here on LOCa and the Motherfucking Midday Show. Midday, Mayday, say it ain't so, celebrity heat. Listen, thumbs me up for the one time. Don't forget to support the channel. We in here, and they hate it. Now, we are getting ready to touch on something that I talk about over here all the time. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this man in front of the screen. Now, first of all, God forgive me. Lord have mercy. Bitch, I'm going down. I'm going to tell you something. If I ever happen to get a first class ticket to hell, bitch, y'all going with me. Some of y'all I'm going to stuff in the suitcase, and some of y'all is going to have to ride down in the what's that bottom part on the plane. Oh, bitch, we all going with gasoline draws on. You understand me? But before I talk about what this man in front of us is mentioning on this clip, I first want to say God bless him. Bless his heart. Oh, bitch, you heard. Oh, bitch, you heard. Bless your heart. Oh, God, that's a face only a mother can love. You must have been a beautiful baby. Cause nigga, look at you now. This man says, hey, Kanisha, baby, I'm opening my package today. I'm going to open my package today. Shout out to Kanisha. I got a big old box sitting over here waiting on me to open it. And as a matter of fact, if anybody has anything that they want to continue to spoil me, if y'all got any literature, y'all know LOCa loves books, right? You have any token of love, any gift, I do pay a big old fee for a P.O. box. You can find that P.O. box address on my community post for all of the ladies that like to send me something, okay? The address is in the community post. Right, but shout out to Kanisha. She sent me a big, beautiful package. I have yet to open it, and I will be doing it today. And bitch, I'm excited. Shout out to all my supporters, my true ones, my OGs, and my newbies. Okay, Black man questions why Black women don't like it when they date white men. Let's take a listen.
I just got something to say.
Why do black women get mad at us black men for dating white women? I don't get that. Like black women, is it a problem that white women still us? Or do you want us to come to the black side?
How many of you all heard him? Okay, I hope it's not echoing anymore. Y'all know the echo has to balance. So were you guys able to hear him? I'm gonna run it back one more time before I give my perspective.
I just got something to say. Why do black women get mad at us black men for dating white women? I don't get that. Like black women, is it a problem?
What?
That white women still us? Or do you want us to come to the black side?
Now I don't know if it's person, it looked like he had been dropped on his head as a baby. Bless his heart. It looked like he got, it looked like been dropped on his damn head or something. He said that you want us to come to the black side. Well, from the look at all that melanin in your skin, Negra, you started off on the black side. You originated on the black side, you big damn dummy, you. And so you need to get hooked on phonics. Get you some Rosetta Stones before you go viral on the shade room and on the media, nigga. Okay? Now you talking about come back to the black side, bitch. From the looks of your skin, you never left. You was already on the black side, okay? I don't know why I have to explain that to you, right? Also, from the looks of you the type of Negra, right, that the white people can have. Okay, I don't think any black woman in this room would have a problem with you, sir, dating a white woman. Okay, I mean you're not sexy. You seem to be your tongue is thick, and your lips are pregnant, and your head is skinny like a damn scrotum. You hurt. Okay, and so I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Okay, but we got some splaining around here to do. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is let the people, all of the people. I didn't mean to roast them, y'all, but he got us fucked up. And I'm trying to be nice, bitch. Okay, he better watch his mouth. It is hurt. Okay, this nigga really is over looking like a goddamn Doberman pinch about the head. I mean, he's quite the weasel. I mean, if weasel was a person, this nigga looks, oh man. Anyway, so I want all of the people in the chat, right? Even the people in the bushes, if you could hop out for the one time, we're going to take 1 minute for everybody in the building, because this is a serious matter. It is a serious topic. It is happening, and it does happen. Now, we don't like the way that he said it, okay? Because not all black women have a problem with interracial dating. I don't think any black woman I don't think most black women have a problem with interracial dating. It is the amount of it that's going on. It is the fact that it is being pushed on us. This is all you see on the media is interracial dating. Okay. It's not that we hate it. It's the amount of it. Okay. And so even if we did dislike it, it shouldn't matter. Okay. For the simple fact that we have a problem liking our own self. So if we don't like our own self, why do we not have the right to not like others? I mean, we struggling with giving self-love, let alone love to any other race, okay? But the black people, or AKA the Nijis, are the last people that are racist. We are the last people that have a problem with all of these agendas that are being pushed, which is why the people that are orchestrating them are being successful with doing them, okay? And so don't make it seem like we just hate interracial dating. It's niggas like you who make us question the play. Now, I want every woman, white, black, green, or purple, in the chat to answer this nigga here, okay? I want you to give one reason why melanated women have a problem with the amount of interracial dating. Put it in the chat. One reason why you got a problem with the black men that only date white women. And I said only date white women. Get into it. One word. What's the reason? Put it in the chat. Illicit. Yes, Cleopatra. Yes, Rock. Come on, Lizzie. Miss Rosa said credit. Yep. Illicit. Okay, so the question was, why do black women have a problem with interracial dating? Why do black women have a problem with the men that only date white women? Well, most of the men that only will date white women have insecurities that started with their mother or their grandmother. Some type of trauma happened with the black woman, which makes them, because most of the men that only date white women do have a problem with strong black women. How many of y'all can relate to that? For the men that do only date white women, they are intimidated by the strong black women. And so I think it's the other way around. He should be asking, why would a black man only date white women when your mama was black, your grandmama was black, your daddy was black, and bitch, your kids, your seeds is going to come out black, even if you date somebody white. So the question should be reversed, but he did ask, why do black women have a problem with men, black men that only date white women? Well, first of all, if we go back all the way to the beginning of time, this is how we lost our power. This is why the magic is diluted and or erased. They know it and you don't, right? You don't catch you don't see a salmon fucking on a tuna, okay? Well, this is within all race. You can go to Asia, you can go to Cambodia, you can go to Africa, you can go to Madagascar, you can go to Russia, you can go to Italy. Everybody's first likeness is their own, and I don't give a damn what you say. The only way that you're going to disgrace your own race, put down your own race, is if something traumatic has happened. If you have been denied or made fun of or abused by the very same black woman. But I don't know any individual who doesn't first become attracted to what is just like them. So there has to be a reason why you would skip over a woman of color like yourself and go to somebody of non-melanin. Now you can do whatever you want. It's the amount of it that makes it strange and suspicious. And so I'm going to take this hammer and crack him on upside the top of the dome. Bitch, don't blame us for that, okay? Don't blame us for that, because we're not going to play like there's not white men out here who only date black women, okay? So it can be a two-way street. But this man makes it seem like we just ate up about it. Some may be. Now, me, personally, I question the play. Why so much of it? It's almost like racial genocide. You know, the more that they can mix up the race, the more that the black race disintegrates. The melanated people disintegrate. The originals, the indigenous, What is wrong with wanting to remain indigenous? Just like a biracial person can argue the fact that there's nothing wrong with being biracial and wanting to create biracial children, a Black person or an indigenous person can argue the fact that there's nothing wrong with remaining indigenous. It's your personal right. But I think in this case, for this man, you know, he can go wherever the fuck he wants to. You understand me? I bet if you went around there to another race, ain't nobody gonna question the play. Okay, go on where you feel comfortable at, Negro. We ain't gonna miss you. Anyway, as we move on to our last little portion of neighborhood talk, I thought we had more time. That was a bit of a touchy topic, but it is what it is. It's the truth, okay? And so say whatever you may, but it is the truth, okay? Now, this I found strange and suspicious, okay? We got about 5 more minutes and we're going to wrap it up for the one time. But I wanted to share this with you all. Wild Wendy Williams allegedly stripped naked and touched herself inappropriately in front of some staff members during drunken rage while taping show. They didn't, Lord have mercy. While taping show from home in 2020. What? Now, the last time we checked, they said that Wendy Williams was ill. They said that Wendy Williams had an emotional mental breakdown and that we haven't seen her on her last season of the show because she's sick and needed a break. Now, what a way to slap a sick individual that needs a mental break in the face. Why would they be bringing up an alleged incident from 2020 if Wendy Williams is trying to heal? That's 2 years ago. Who cares? It seems like Wendy Williams was going through it worse than it was led on during her first hiatus from her show in 2020. According to Unwind with Tasha K, Wendy Williams allegedly was so drunk one day during the taping of her show from home in May of 2020 that she stripped naked in front of her manager and other staff members and screamed vulgarity towards them while inappropriately touching herself. Wendy Williams has been in the headlines for the past year and a half for her ongoing health issues. The Sun reports that Wendy Williams struggled heavily with alcohol during the taping of her live talk show during the start of quarantine, okay? A source told The Sun that one day, Wendy's behavior, Lord have mercy, was so concerning that her manager and a small group of confidants were to her apartment to check on her. When they arrived, Wendy was stripped naked in her room and was touching herself in a sexual and yelling vulgarly comments to them. Concerned, the workers called the paramedics to calm Wendy down and they admitted her to the hospital. After the incident, the Wendy Williams show was postponed until later that year. And all episodes from that time period have been wiped from her Instagram account. Sources say that everyone that witnessed the incident have been cut out of Wendy's life. One source says Wendy clearly does not want to associate with anybody who was there that day. With another states, everyone knows not to get close to Wendy. It will backfire, and when it does, you'll get burned. Now, this is coming from The Sun. There is a blog called The Sun. So this is what the neighborhood talk is repeating or regurgitating some information that came from The Sun, who clearly is out to ruin Wendy Williams, it looks like. They are saying that nobody should get close to her, that she is heavily engaged in drugs and alcohol, and that she did some vulgar, nasty things. But the key word is her own home. I mean, let's just say all of these allegations are true. They missed the key factor. She was in her own fucking house. So can't you do what the hell you want in your own house? Excuse me, message. to my house and I'm doing something that you don't agree with, bitch, get out. Okay, scram. And I mean skedaddle with the quickness, okay? Even though this happened in 2020, I really hope Wendy Williams is getting the help she truly needs. Wendy has yet to return to her show since the premiere of 13th season. Oh, it looks like they're trying to ruin Wendy, okay? It looks like they're trying to take her all the way down. I mean, they done went and dug up some shit from 2 years ago, okay? And so I don't know how these celebrities deal with slander, except for we can witness what is going on with Cardi B and Tasha K in this day, right? Which I do want to touch on that before we go too. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Thumbs up this video for the one time if you don't mind. We just getting into some of this celebrity heat. Say it ain't so. You guys remember Lisa Bonet, right? One of the daughters of Dr. Huxtable, aka Bill Cosby. Thumbs me up, bitch. I get the fuck up out of here, even on a Monday. Don't keep making my mods big, bitch. Thumbs this video up or down or scram. It's just that simple. Well, Lisa Bonet, who was weird back then, seems to have gotten even weirder. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet announced they're getting a divorce. Okay? And then the neighborhood talk goes on to say, child, everybody's breaking up. Well, that's what happens in a retrograde, right? But take a look at Lisa Bonet's husband. I mean, he looks like some type of a Neanderthal, if you ask me. Unreal, okay? We have all felt the squeezes and changes of these transformational times. A revolution is unfolding and our family is of no exception. Feeling and growing from the somatic shifts occurring. Okay, so this bitch is spiritual, way more spiritual than I could be. Okay, so she's talking some more spiritual stuff, but it looks like her and her Neanderthal husband, her and her caveman are now breaking up, bitch, okay? And so I just thought I'd give that quick little update. I don't got a lot to say about it. We all, knew she was strange back in the day, right? Not to say that because she's married to a caveman that she's strange, but she's been strange before we even knew about the caveman, okay? So I just wanted to clarify that for the one time, right? I want to know how y'all feeling about this right here before we head out. Lord have mercy. Neighbors, get into this, right? A man claims he lost 1.5 inches of length from his jizzle stick after COVID caused him severe vascular damage. Doctors have backed his claims up. So it looks like COVID could cause the jizzle stick to shrink, bitch. A man in the U.S. says his penis shrunk a cool 1.5 inches as a result of vascular damage he suffered after contracting COVID, according to the Daily Mail. The victim appeared on the podcast How to Do It and spoke about his unfortunate shortcoming. Yeah, I'm a heterosexual man in my 30s. In July of last year, I contracted the CV and was very sick. When I got out of the hospital, I had some erectile dysfunction issues. Those gradually got better with some medical attention, but I seem to be left with a lasting problem, he says. My penis has shrunk. Before I got sick, I was above average, not huge, but definitely bigger than normal. Now I've lost 1.5 inches and become decidedly less than average. It's apparently due to vascular damage, and my doctors seem to think it's likely permanent. Now, I'm sure some of y'all are ready to say, man, go ahead with that BS. But several doctors have come out and said, in some cases, it can happen. Unreal. So you mean to tell me not only is the CV, laying people out like flies left and right, but you could possibly have a meat shortage after suffering from the CV19, bitch? Is you crazy? Oh, man. So they said it's due to something called vascular damage, okay? Ooh, y'all. I mean, we got enough problems around here, okay? We don't need no meat shrinkages and shortages going on, okay? Yeah, I mean, that's probably one of the only things that we got left to look forward to is a little bit old, long, strong, hefty jizzle stick, bitch. We don't want no meat shortage and shrinkage problems, okay? Come on, doctors, fix it now. You bitches got a cure for everything else. I need y'all to fix the meat shrinkage and shortage issues, okay? I mean, can we have anything, goddammit? We need the meat, bitch. Give me the meat, okay? Give me the meat, and I don't want no damn Vienna, okay? I don't want no fucking little meat, okay? I don't like no baby wieners, okay? I like the Eckrich. Give me the Hillshire, bitch. That's what I want. Okay, and so if CV is doing that, I mean, needs to be some lawsuits going on around here. I mean, if they can turn ugly ass Bruce Jenner into a woman, surely they can get some meat extension mechanisms, right? Little smokies in this bitch. Oh, goodness. I ain't gonna play with y'all. Lord have mercy. Ah, man, I am sick of y'all. Say it ain't so, doctor. Say it ain't so. I mean, if you don't leave us with nothing, bitch, can we have the meat, bitch? We don't need no meat shortages. I'm just saying. Golly, they trying to take it all. They trying to strip us of our meathood, bitch. I mean, can you wait a minute? Can you imagine? It's a lot. Listen, I got to tell y'all a story. I got this one friend, right? I got this one friend, and she only likes men with little Johnsons. She likes the men's with she made up this song, right? She said the song she made up, and it was years ago, y'all, okay? She made this song. She said, I love my little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick, poo. So if you're one of them women that are already married or in a relationship with a Niji that has a little dick, if you're already engaging with a man that has a little dick, if he's already got a little dick, and what this article is saying is true, oh, bitch, you're gonna have to go get your dildo. I guess you're gonna have to go get your dildo. Because if what this article is saying is true, and after a man suffers from erectile dysfunction and meat shortage, and you already have sacrificed, you done already settled for a little dick. I mean, some Nijis only got 1.5 inches to offer. Oh, bitch, I gotta take a break. Okay, I'm gonna move on because it ain't funny. It ain't funny, but I'm gonna tell you, it's some women got fingers longer than these little dicks. man, get your middle finger out. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So maybe you shouldn't go for the little dicks, because according to this article, the little dicks is gonna get littler. Okay, so if little dicks is getting littler, then we in trouble. Oh, okay. I'm moving on. I want to move on to the Cardi B and Tasha K update. Okay. The last time we gathered, they were, in the midst of trial. Okay. They were in the midst of trial. Oh, my stomach hurt. I'm done. Okay. I don't want to laugh no more. My stomach is hurting. Okay. The last time we gathered, Cardi B and Tasha K were in the midst of trial. Y'all, it's getting real. I think they're on day like 4 or 5 or something of trial, right? Cardi B says Tasha K accusing her of having an STI made her suicidal. She says, I didn't want to sleep with my husband. I didn't deserve my kid. It's no secret that Cardi and Tasha K are battling in and out after court. Tasha K made claims that Cardi B had herpes and was a prostitute. However, test results show that Cardi B did not have herpes. The rapper took the stand today to express how the claims made her feel suicidal. She says, I wanted to commit suicide over the things. I felt defeated and depressed, and I didn't want to sleep with my husband. Cardi said between tears, Cardi went on to tell the court that during that time, she didn't feel deserving of motherhood. I didn't deserve my kid. When asked her thoughts on Tasha K for making the claims in the first place, Cardi B had said this. She said, I felt like only a demon could do that shit. Okay, I'm gonna sing it again for you, Cynthia. We'll keep you updated. Now, I wanna give my thoughts on this. Okay. Somebody in the chat wants me to re-sing that song that my friend made up about her only dating men with little jizzle sticks. And she would say, I love my little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick, little dick. Oh, girl, I ain't fucking with you. Okay, look. So it looks like Cardi is putting on a show. Okay. Cardi is out for blood. Now, one thing about it, Cardi is a Libra Gemini just like me, but I do not like Cardi. I don't give a fuck. I don't hate her, but she's not my favorite person. We are not the same, okay? She is full of dung. First of all, you are a far more bigger celebrity than Tasha K is, and because Cardi B has responded to everything that Tasha K has ever said, she has made Tasha K an even bigger TV blogger, okay, celebrity blogger. So Cardi B can blame her own self for the rising of Tasha K, because Cardi B is one of those so-called celebrities who, to me, is not really a celebrity, but whatever, that continues to address any and everybody who ever mentions her. It's like she thinks that she has control on whatever anybody has to say, and we are here to disagree. Okay. However, when she done came in the courtroom and is now putting on a show, quote unquote, she says, I felt defeated and depressed and didn't want to sleep with my husband. Wait a minute, bitch. How about all of the cheating should have made you not want to sleep with your husband? How about all of the exposure that he put out here getting caught cheating on you would make you not want to sleep with your husband, bitch? What the hell would Tasha K have anything to do with that? As a matter of fact, who in this world could have embarrassed you more than your husband Offset? I'm just asking, right? Then she goes on to say that she was suicidal when we have witnessed Cardi B confess to have robbed niggas in her past, has been a member of a gang. She's also been a stripper. Okay, so she has lived that thug life. She is from the hood, and so I ain't never seen a hood bitch suicidal like her. Okay, and so I'm just here to try to make it all make sense. You gotta pick a struggle. So either Cardi is on that stand acting, because we all know if you're light-skinned and you cry when it's pertaining to a darker skinned person, bitch, you gonna win. Okay, and so I believe that Cardi B is a colorist. Okay, I think that Tasha K did tell a lot of truths about Cardi B. Now, during this trial, like I told y'all, I'm sorry that I haven't done it yet, but I have exclusive courtroom documents. I will be posting them on Instagram today. Somebody reach out to me on the back end and remind me to post those exclusive receipts for the Liddy VIPs. If anybody is in the room and you want to be a Liddy VIP, anybody that supports me, that consistently supports me, is automatically added to the Liddy VIP list. All you have to do is go to LOCa, the coldest, okay, and request to follow me. If I can verify you as to be a consistent supporter, then you in like Flynn. It's that simple. Okay, we give exclusive updates on there, and I haven't done it because of the losses and the tragedy that happened within the last few days. But bitch, we back and we in here. Okay, so don't forget to support the channel, become a Liddy VIP member. But part of those documents would show the evidence that was showed in the courtroom. Okay, now it's been said that Cardi B came up with 1,000 and some odd receipts, as opposed to Tasha K, who only had 126 receipts. Cardi B is coming for Tasha K's platform and is in pursuit of a civil suit against her for harassment, defamation, and slander. Okay, don't forget, this is Cardi B's third attempt to shut Tasha K down. Now, they did have a previous lawsuit that Tasha K won. But you see, you know, when you win and you get the big head and you don't know when to go about your business, take your winnings and run, this is what happened. It is a such thing as getting too greedy. Okay, and so now Cardi B is back with a vengeance, and it looks like she is putting on the ultimate performance in the courtroom. Now, I'm going to go ahead and be honest. I don't want her to come for Tasha K's platform. I think that Tasha K worked hard for that platform. I think Tasha K is the GOAT at what she does. I think Tasha K is the prime example of getting it out the mud, taking your God-given skills, applying it to whatever makes you feel good, and making a little money or a whole lot of money, bitch, at the same damn time. A lot of people have followed Tasha K's lead, has been inspired by Tasha K's charisma, Tasha K's, drive. She is, she's that bull. I think she's a Taurus. And so she's very driven, and I like Tasha K. Now, I ain't no fan because I don't fan over here. Okay. But I do respect her hustle. Right. And so you can't name a blogger out here on YouTube who is more successful or more known than Tasha K. OK, I believe part of Tasha K's stardom is because she's raw. She's gutter. She's not ashamed. She's outspoken. She will give you a story that may be named exclusive and probably ain't. She has been known to go a little bit too deep and dig a little bit too low, okay, which is why she's in the midst of a lawsuit right now. But if she could clean up a little bit more, because we also have showed on the Midday Show where Tasha K has changed from when she first started. Now, I'm not sure if this is pertaining or in reference to the lawsuit that she is defending herself and her brand from right now against Cardi B, or just because of what we're going through, like, same similar situation of how we are trying to grow and evolve and change and ascend over here on this channel. Okay, so, nothing is wrong with change, but we also know that a lot of Nijis, a lot of us are uncomfortable with change. So you can find Tasha K on her podcast, conducting a lot more exclusive interviews. They look a lot more professional. She's not screaming and yelling like she used to. She's not cursing as much, and she's really getting that bag over there. So I believe Tasha K has a strong enough following, right, as to where if anything did, because don't forget, Cardi is trying to come for the YouTube platform and the body gang. Okay, so if Cardi is successful, and I hope that she's not, okay, then I don't believe that Tasha K will crumble. Tasha K has dotted her I's and crossed her T's by creating other paid platforms that will allow her to continue to be, successful in her craft. Okay. But I do also want to mention that what is going on right now with Tasha K and Cardi B could change the game forever. Okay. This means if Cardi B wins this lawsuit, this means that new laws will be put in place pertaining to social media, massive social media platforms like this here, YouTube, and a lot of vloggers, okay? A lot of bloggers, a lot of celebrity commentators, a lot of celebrity update channels will now have to change the way that they report on these celebrities, okay? Now, I can remember about 5 or 7 years ago when I first recognized that they were about to blow Cardi B up. Don't forget, she didn't look like this. She didn't talk like this. She was pretty much like a hood booger on Love and Hip Hop. I mean, and she was a colorist then, going after somebody's man and, fighting about it on the Tell All series. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and deem Cardi B to be a hood booger who they picked up out of the hood and blew her up to be a reincarnation of the new Black woman. And we all know ain't nothing Black about Cardi B. I don't believe in that Afrocentric, Afro-Latina bullshit. I don't believe in any of that, okay? At the end of the day, Cardi B is not a Black woman, okay? And every time she's had any type of encounter or conflict with a darker skinned Black woman, she shows how much of a colorist she really is, okay? And so, yeah, she's a hood bugger in my opinion, okay? And we seen them lift her up from the projects, from the slums, and make her this so-called celebrity that she is now. Now, during that course, we've heard her talk about robbing people, going in people's pockets. We've heard her talk about gang banging. There's video footage out here of her throwing up gang signs. We've heard her talk about being a stripper and living that fast life and paying for sex and all of, not paying for sex, but charging for sexual favors and all of this stuff. All of the info is out here. And so it just goes right in hand with what we said yesterday. You put all this stuff out here and then you want to filter how far the people go with it. It don't work like that. Okay. And so if she wins this, it will change the game forever when it's pertaining to celebrity news. It's almost like the celebrities will have the upper hand if Cardi B wins this case against Tasha K, who is one of the biggest celebrity YouTube commentators out here. Okay, so that's just the update with the update. Something for you guys to make a quick little notation about. Okay, I feel like a lot can be done. I mean, if you're gonna sue. I do understand being slandered, and let's not forget, Cardi B ain't the only one that's gonna be doing some suing. It's a lot of people right here in this sector, that has also made arrangements to take a stand to protect their brand. And I can't say too much, but I want y'all to sit back, because slander in the melanated community is at an all-time high. People think that they can lie on your name, say things about you that you didn't put out here, try to convict you twice, right? Try to slander you because the people love you. And on this internet, the more the people love you, the more these other content creators hate you. And so their job is to come out and dox you, share your personal information, lie on your name, right? And so do you think that that goes without consequence? No, ma'am. See, it takes a little while, right? But Cardi B is not the only one that is making moves in defense of her brand. And I want you guys to make notation of it. Take a note because it will flourish. And I ain't lied to you yet. That's the end of Celebrity Heat. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Listen, y'all. I want to shout out all my ladies in the room. Y'all know I fucking love y'all, okay? It is Monday. And I know Mondays are a little bit slow for people, but you got to make it do what it do. Now, I am planning to do a live on the main channel pertaining to your mukbangers. It's time for a episode of Mukbang Media. It's going to be lit, y'all. We're trying something new. And so I am excited to invite you guys over there, right? Don't forget that we are planning for the anniversary of LOCaville. January 27th is the 1 year anniversary of our channel. And bitch, it's going to be lit. Set your calendar, okay? So meet me on the backup channel. Listen, if the sun ain't out where you are, you be the sun. Protect your peace, protect your energy, right? I want to shout out my true supporters for the one time. I got some names that I did get to mention last night, and I don't like that. So let me call out a couple folks. I want to call out Ashana and Kay and Rolisha for the one time. Much motherfucking love, okay? And it's about that time, y'all. It's about that time. Yes, he did. Yep. No, sir. No, you cannot. Yeah, let me go get on off here, y'all. They worm me. I fucking love y'all. And until next time, I holla.